Hello, everybody. What a day. I ended up working a lot today. I had one brief assignment this morning, a telephonic conference call that I had to translate. And then I thought that was going to be it for today. And then I got a call, an emergency CPS case. How fast can I get to this location? So, got to the location. It's 9 o'clock at night. I just got home. So I've been gone all day long in this one major assignment. What's interesting about this COVID-19 with kids being stuck at home and parents being stuck at home and things happening in the home. Boy, what started as a case going in one direction, let me put it this way. By the end of the day, we had a manhunt, an arrest, a sexual predator was arrested. A kid, really a child, not even a teenager, who had attempted to commit suicide. It just was just became a massive case. And it all started with the mother suspecting something was up with daughter because she caught daughter yesterday. She had snuck in a boy into the apartment while the mother was away, came home, found her daughter having sex with this boy who was considerably older than she was. She was 12. So she took her to the doctor today to have her check out. And of course, she ends up saying something that triggers a CPS case immediately. And, well, long story short, their life has just been completely upended. But her daughter's safe, is getting help. Mom is going to be going to counseling because it was so overwhelming what all was uncovered today to watch this strong woman who thought she was handling everything as well as she could, considering the fact that she's been out searching for work and considering that all the difficulties she's encountering, to everything blowing up in her face, discovering some things about family members that, well, just let your imagination go wild, and probably you're right. But this is why CPS exists, because we were able to provide the family with the kind of support that they need, and the counseling and the intervention that we had to do, and the police had to be involved and detectives be involved in interrogations, and it just was an all-day case. But yay for justice being served and getting somebody off the streets that needs to be off the streets. And the biggest, nicest surprise, because my dog's right here, is when I got called, usually emergency cases take 2 to 3 hours. Seldom is an all-day case, but this one was ended up being major. So I left the beast monster, who's sitting right here, I'm petting and loving on. She was gone, I was gone all day, so she wants to be in my lap because she missed me so much today. This dog has separation anxiety because she's so accustomed to being with me all the time. She did not pee or poop in the condo, and I was gone all day long. The minute I got in through the door, she was like, I gotta go. I really gotta go. But she held it. And this is the dog that just a few months ago was still trying to housebreak, and now she's like a super champ and holding her pee and her poop. Aren't you, Trinity? So I'm proud of my dog. But yeah, the things that we might have discovered the case of the CPS sooner if school was in session, kids were going to school, because a lot of times kids will tell their friends at school what's going on, and then kids will report it to a teacher or counselor or so on to give them a heads up when something major like this happens. But because there's no school, this girl was completely kind of isolated, and because it was basically family, she just was afraid of telling her mother. And her mother had made a comment that, her behavior had been changing so much and she couldn't figure out, she's a preteen. And the mother was concerned, but didn't know where to turn to. She didn't know about the resources available. which is understandable. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of resources out there. Until, of course, this one event happened, which just angered the mother. The mother was angry at the fact that her daughter was being sexually active. And so she was very angry. But by the time the whole thing blew up, basically, the mother was very grateful to CPS because we were helping her. Because she was like, I had no idea some of this was going on. She really just did not. It was happening under her nose. She noticed the behavior change of her daughter. So she felt like something was up, but her daughter wouldn't talk to her. Then this happens. One thing leads to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And then it kind of like all makes sense to her. But as I said, she didn't know about recourses for counseling or therapy or all of this because a lot of people don't know about all of it. We're very privileged few who really know what to do. A lot of people do not. And it is not because she's Hispanic. It's just, she just did not know and what to do. But so we were able to alleviate the situation. Of course, the trauma for the family is enormous. But that was my day. It was a very intense, long day. Doing a forensic interview of a child. Translating all of it because, needless to say, the kids spoke English, but not that great. So they sometimes would flip into Spanish. So I was there to help with that and interview the mother because she spoke a little bit of English, but she felt more comfortable in Spanish. So anyway, that was my long day. And I still need to finish that voiceover. But it's nighttime now, so I'll be able to do it without all the sounds after this dog finishes loving on me because she's so happy to see me. She was a delight to see me. And it was nice to come home from a really ugly day at work in the sense of what was going on. It was just horrendous. And be loved by this little beast monster who is just wants to almost crawl inside of me because she's so happy to see me. Aren't you, Trinity? She normally is busy doing her own thing. As long as I'm in eye shot, she's happy. But she's wanting to be a lap dog right now, so I'm going to let her sit here and be in my lap for the next few minutes. And then I'm going to have to go back to work and get on the computer and do voiceover. But you'll leave me alone for then, won't you? She'll go upstairs and go to sleep because she's funny. She's such a regular bedtime. And she'll sometimes like, why aren't you coming to bed with me? Anyway, but that was my day. I didn't get to watch much news or anything. So I'm out of the loop as to what went on in the world today because I was gone most of the day. And it'll be nice because, as a contract laborer, I'll get paid for today. And since it was emergency, it's a higher rate. And in 30 days or so, I'll get paid for today. So that'll be good then when I get that check. Anyway, that is my news. I hope you all have had a wonderful, safe day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue my chronicles with the coronavirus. It'll be nice to, consider I barely had any assignments this week. This one kind of came out of the blue, and it was a nice surprise, and I made money, which is important. So, anyway, have a good evening, and if you see this in the morning or in the afternoon tomorrow, have a good morning or a good afternoon, and we'll see each other soon. Say bye, Trinity.